Hello, I'm Megan, aka Just Run It, and this is Megan's Monday Musings. Happy Monday! We are nearing the finish line with the holidays if you celebrate Christmas, and I hope you're joining me in knitting some quick gifts. So I've been highlighting quick knits, quick projects. I think the longest project thus far has been 4 hours, and this week's project is so much fun. I can't even tell you how much fun I've been having. You'll see just by the plethora of finished objects that I have that I've gotten a little out of control. Like I've been known to be obsessive, but I've gotten a little out of control. So yip 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 yip. This week I'm knitting Yip Yips by Carissa Browning. It is an absolutely great pattern. It's basically a hanging basket that looks like the Sesame Street Yip 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 Yip. Sesame Street characters, the aliens from our youth, if you watched Sesame Street. It has photo tutorials on how to finish and do the eyes. It also has knit and crochet pattern. It's free. So again, I don't know if she's got like a coffee or some other way. I might just go out and buy another one of her patterns because this has been a phenomenal, fun pattern to knit. It's seamless, which is again so much fun that like there's no like seaming anything on here. The hook is knit all in line. And I just think it would be a great gift for a Sesame Street enthusiast or a 80s, 90s, 70s, late 70s baby. And I think they're multi-purpose, so it would be a fun classroom gift for kind of a catch-all hanging basket. You could put it in a nursery as a diaper bag or just to hold toys. In a kitchen, you could put plastic bags in there. You could be a plastic bag holder. Cat or dog toys would be fun to put in here. Yip, 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 it would be. And a mudroom catch-all. And then because I bought a whole gross of these ping pong balls because they were inexpensive at Target, I think you could get 12 for like $8 or you could get 36 for $6. And I was like, I don't have to do the math on that one. I'm going to get 36. My kids, I've had them hanging up all in a row and they're doing a little ball throw toy activity with it to try to get the ping pong balls in the Yip Yip's mouth. Yip, 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 yip. So yeah, you're going to hear a lot of Yip Yips in this Megan's Monday Musing, but it's so much fun. So I went to Joann's and they had this Bernat blanket extra on sale. The pattern calls for just the blanket, not the extra, but I think this kind of Chanel type yarn is so Muppety. Like I couldn't resist. And Muppet-like, I guess. Muppety doesn't sound quite right. It is a bigger gauge yarn though. So I think for like 600 grams, it's like 80, where is that on here? For 300 grams, it's 97 yards. So when I initially went, I bought two to make the one. And again, I'll have all of these out in my Ravelry project for it. But so it's 11s without the extra, which is kind of a thinner yarn and the pattern. But I was able to modify the pattern to use this thicker yarn and not have it be ginormous. So with toys, you can knit them at whatever gauge you want because they don't have to fit somebody. But I wanted for scale the eyes to be the right size. So the bottom, again, I'm not revealing anything because it's a free pattern. The bottom circumference is supposed to be 25 inches. So then I did the math to figure out the diameter was about 8 inches. And that was 36. I stopped when I got to 36 inches. So it's knit from the bottom up so that you knit the base and then you knit the main body. And then you go back and forth to do the mouth, bind off, do the hook, or do the hook, then bind off, and then finish with this. So you end up finishing at the forehead, and then you attach the eyes and antennae. So I'll have a montage at the end where yip, 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 yip. You'll get to see all of the steps. So it probably was a little quicker for me because I had that smaller stitch count with size 15 needles. So tip that I have when working in the round with really big yarn and really big needles, make sure that you use, if you've got Addy Clicks or that's the only size that I have, a size 15 on, or an interchangeable needle, that you can put a smaller needle on the feeder needle, the left needle, and that makes it easier to get that big needle into the stitch. So when you're putting the yarn around the needle, it's the right gauge, but then when you're feeding it, it's much looser. So I had 2 of each of these because they were, I thought I needed it, but I didn't. And so I've got a red yip, 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 and I've got a light blue yip, 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 and I've got a dark blue yip, 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 yip. And I've got a purple yip yip. And when you poke the hole into the eyeball, sometimes the pieces fall in, and then it gives it a nice little rattle. Yip, 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 purple. And my last one that I made was a pink one. Yip, 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 yip. And so each of these have their leftover ball. So I had a significant amount, and I might try to, I don't know if I'll make a hodgepodge yip yip or if I'll just make a basket, but you would not be able to make another one, but there is a pretty sizable amount in there. And if you know me, I tried to put my head, you can't wear it as a hat. You can't put the yip yip on your head. You can't swallow my noggin, but yip, 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 yip. So these were the tennis balls that I got. I made the hole in them with a sharp skewer, so like a cooking skewer for the grill. And then you end up feeding through, and I found these really fun. They're not called pipe cleaners. In the craft aisle at Target, they're called fuzzy sticks. But these are dual tone, which were super fun. And these are just normal tone fuzzy sticks. Yeah, I would definitely highly recommend this pattern. All of the steps, including attaching the eyeballs with the fuzzy stick / pipe cleaners, got me to 2 hours and 15 minutes. So it would be a really fun, quick gift to whip out for folks. And that is not the last time you're going to hear yip yip, but you'll see the montage with all of the timings and all of the photos of these guys hanging. I hope you go out and are enabled to knit yourself a yip yip if you're a fan, or you know somebody that could use a fun, playful hanging basket in their life. Bye, Ufta. Yip, 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 yip.